everyone, and welcome back to my channel called zuzanareacts, where I learn all things para with you. Hope I just share my Slovak Central European point of view. In today's video, I'm super excited because we're going to look into spirituality, and today's video is going to be done by Swami Kunanda, and it's about Krishna. Let's put it simply that way. But before we look at the learnings of that video,
please like this video and click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Thank you so much for your support.
So we're going to look into Gita, and you'll never apparently lose faith in Krishna after watching this. So let's watch this together.
Arjun, if you can understand the divine secret of my birth and my pastimes, you will not take birth in this world again. When we engage in bhakti, keep in mind that Bhagavan does leelas. Otherwise, lots of doubts will be created. If Ram is God, how come he doesn't know where Sita is? Very basic question. If he is God, he should be all-knowing. And if he is God, he should be all-pervading. So there should be no question of his separation from Sita. And he is experiencing Viyog. And he is also unaware of where Sita is. Until Hanuman comes and tells him that, she is in Ashok Vatika. So you will say, how can this be God? We know that God is all-knowing. Ram doesn't seem to be all-knowing. So we have to keep the third point in mind. His leelas are divine. What is the difference between leela and karma? Karma is what we all do. We want happiness. We are devoid of happiness. And for the sake of our happiness, we engage in karma. But God is an ocean of happiness. He has no need of external happiness. Bliss is his Shakti, Radharani, Sita ji, Parvati, Deyadi, Hladani Shakti. So he doesn't do karmas, he does leelas. Or you can call them divya karmas. The leela is an act. Banawat, dikhawa, show. The all-pervading Lord has taken on a form. What is this? This is leela. The all-knowing God is asking, where is Sita? What is this? This is also leela. So that leela, if we don't understand, like Parvati and like Garudji, we will use our buddhi. And bhakti will finish. It happened to Garudji. When Ram and Lakshman were tied in the Nagpash, Indrajit released those snake darts and Ram and Lakshman got tied. So Narad said that Garud is required because he eats snakes. He called Garud. Garud ate the snakes and released Ram and Lakshman. But he got caught himself. He said, Bhava bandhana te chhutai, nar japi jakar naam, kharb nisachar bandheu, nag pash soira. People take the name of Ram and cut the bonds of Maya, Bhav Bandhan. And that Ram is getting tied in the Nagpash of a demon. What kind of Bhagavan is this? Now poor Garud was so confused. All his bhakti went for a 6. He went to Brahmaji. He said, Maharaj, my intellect is giving me a lot of trouble. I have got too many questions and I don't have a guru for resolving them. Brahmaji said, Hari Maya kar ameti prabhava vipul bar jehi mohi na chava. Garudji, Bhagwan's Maya has overcome you. It overcame me as well. Once upon a time. Go to Shankarji. So Garudji went to Shankarji. Shankarji said, Maha moha upaja uratore mitahina vegi kahe khaga more. You have been overpowered by illusion. Go to Kag Bhushundi. He is of your category. He is also bird. Khag jane khag hi ke bhasha. He will resolve your doubt. So then Garudji went to Kag Bhushundi and Kag Bhushundi explained him the Tattva Gyan. But the same Tattva Gyan Lord Krishna is explaining out here. He is saying that, look, Arjun, keep this knowledge in your intellect, in case you wish to do my bhakti. Remember, my birth is divine and my leelas are divine. With that resolve of the intellect, now you will not apply the buddhi. Why did Bhagavan do this? Why did Bhagavan do that? And then you will engage in devotion. So with that devotion, you will purify the mind. And when the mind is purified, the heart is purified, you will receive the grace. And when the grace comes, mat prasadadavapnoti shashvatam padamavyayam, you will be liberated from Maya and attain my divine abode. Hence, Lord Krishna says such a big thing that Arjun, if you can understand the divine secret of my birth and my pastimes, you will not take birth in this world again. So if you wish to say this material world is so bad, mask mandate, no mask mandate, vaccination, no vaccination, forget it, I don't want to come here again, then have this verse, accept it, understand it, make it fit in your heart, and stop applying the buddhi to the leelas of God. Then without going backward, forward, you will only go forward, cleansing your heart through the simplest path of bhakti.
King Parikshit was the listener of the Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. When he died because of the snake bite, his son Janmejaya was only 7 years old. Subsequently, Janmejaya grew up to be a great and valiant king. One day, Janmejaya developed this doubt. He thought, at the time when the Mahabharata happened between my warring ancestors, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, at that time, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna was also present upon the planet Earth. Why then did the Lord not ensure that the battle does not take place? With this doubt, he approached the great Maharshi Vedvyas. Vedvyas explained to him, there are certain things which are destined to be. They are called honi, jo hokar rahegi. Janmejaya could not accept it. He said, with our purusharth, with our effort, we can change every aspect of destiny. Vedvyas said, all right, let me tell you a honi in your life. You cut it and show me. 5 years from today, don't go horse riding. And if you do, do not go on a white horse. And if you do ride on a white horse, don't go in the northern direction. And if you do go northward, do not fall in love with a beautiful girl. If you do, don't bring her home to get married to her. But even if you do make her your queen, do not kill any Brahmins on her prodding you. But you will definitely do it. And because of the sin of killing Brahmins, you will develop leprosy on your body and die from it.
Wow.
I have told you a honi in your life. Cut it and show me. That put Janmejaya in a tremendously pensive mood. He returned from there in deep thought. What have I been told? All right, Vedvyas said 5 years from today, do not go horse riding. I will give it up right away. However, when the 5-year period was coming to an end, the urge to ride on a horse became so strong, Janmejaya could not resist. So he called his commander-in-chief and said, I will go riding, but on a brown horse. Arrange for one. The commander-in-chief said, yes, your majesty. Now when Janmejaya came down to the stables, he found a white horse had been ready. His heart went thunk. He asked the commander-in-chief, I had asked you to arrange for a brown horse. But your majesty, the brown horses had been taken elsewhere. This was the only good stallion we had. Janmejaya thought, never mind. I had been warned not to go northward. I will go towards the south. He took off at great speed. He began hunting a deer. The deer was running away. But then it suddenly changed direction and began running northward. Before Janmai realized, he was hungry, he was thirsty. He reached a lake, and there he discovered a beautiful girl. He became enchanted right away and requested if she would marry him. She said she would, on one condition, that he would make her his chief queen. Janmai brought her back on the horse. When they reached the palace, she insisted that not a moment be lost in conducting the marriage ceremony. Janmai found out that the Brahmins had gone for conducting rituals elsewhere. So, as a solution, he got the sons of these Brahmins to conduct the marriage rituals.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the ceremony, the new chief queen of Janmai was giving dakshina to these Brahmin children when, in a gust of wind, her top cloth began flying. Seeing her body revealed in that manner, these Brahmin children began laughing. That hurt the pride of the lady, and she fumed to the king. They have insulted me, they must be punished. I wish to see them all dead. The king had become enslaved by her charms, and he obeyed her command.
Wow.
These Brahmin children were killed.
Oh,
The consequence of that sin of Brahma Hatya was that in a few months' time, Janmejay's body was covered with leprosy. He now remembered what Ved Vyas had said. So he went to Ved Vyas and said, "O sage, the honi you had described has happened. How can I be saved?"
Guys, what is Honi? Let me know in the comments. Is it like your purpose, your destiny? Is that what Honi means? Because that kind of feels like the context.
Ved Vyas responded, "I had told you. Nevertheless, there is one solution. Go to Vaishampayan Rishi and hear the entire Mahabharata from him. As you keep hearing one chapter, the leprosy from one limb of your body will start getting healed.
Interesting.
But the condition is, do not create doubt anywhere. And if you do, that corresponding limb will not be cured. I have told you the solution. But I'm also telling you, you are going to doubt, because of which your knees will retain the leprosy and you will die from it."
Oh, wow.
Janmai was now happy and sad. He proceeded from there to Vaishampayan Rishi, and he pleaded before the sage to hear the great stories about his ancestors, his father Parikshit, his grandfather Abhimanyu, his great-grandfather Arjun. Vaishampayan Rishi began relating the story, and thus the Mahabharata is the dialogue between Vaishampayan and Janmejaya. As Janmejaya continued to hear one chapter, the leprosy from one limb of his body started getting cured. However, at one point, Vaishampayan related that Bhimsen had such strength. If he lifted an elephant by the trunk, turned it around and threw it, the elephant would reach satellite velocity and begin circumambulating the planet Earth. Hearing that, Janmejaya guffawed loudly. "Oh, sage, you expect me to believe such rubbish?" Vaishampayan said, "You do not believe? Let me prove it to you." He lifted a hand, and one elephant who had been rotating since the time of Bhimsen came and fell upon the earth. Vaishampayan had proved the point, but the doubt that Janmejaya had resulted in the leprosy from his knee not getting cured, and because of that, Janmejaya passed away. The story is placed in the Mahabharata to convey to us all the instruction that if you wish to benefit from the Leelas, the pastimes of the Lord, then apply your mind to them to increase your love. But don't apply the intellect. Apply the intellect towards the world. I am not the body, I am the soul. Why do I still repeatedly get attached to the world? Here, use your own intellect towards the names, forms, virtues, pastimes, and abodes of the Lord. Apply your mind. Increase your love. That is the way to benefit from these scriptures?
Wow, I am still processing. I wonder what you guys thought of this in the comments. If you could let me know, what was your one takeout from this video? It was a strong drive at intellect. It felt like, for me, what it comes down to, I don't know if you guys are, some of you are understanding manifestation and how actually the reality works. But I think for me, it hit me yet again. And that, if you truly believe without doubt, things are going to happen and manifest for you. If you believe in the divine and that all there is and has ever been. And also, I don't really know, so I understand the concept of Maya being an illusion that this world is, but I haven't really kind of dwelled into that as to what it is from, because I think this is an Indian concept. And it is very interesting what he what he was talking about earlier with the ego, and being told that he's being very trapped in the illusion. And in a way, it feels like, so I read somewhere or heard somewhere, and that the spiritual world is way more real than the 3D world. So it's interesting from that side, and to reach the, I don't know, Almighty, you want to call it the source, universe, Krishna. You just need to suspend all the intellect. And at the end, he mentioned, and to devote all your love. Because I don't know what it is like in Hinduism, but in Christianity, God is love, right? So it's very interesting that he talked about like devote your love, because I think that's all that there is. I think it's a beautiful message. I wonder what you guys think. Do let me know in the comments below. And I think that will be it for today's video. If you did like it, please give a thumbs up, share a like, and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, please do take care. Sending much, much love. Bye-bye.